Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. From fear to freedom, how can I establish a mindset based on gratitude? My name is Dr. Martina. I'm the co-founder, CEO and designer of School Beyond Limitations. If you would like your child to live a fulfilled and happy life and also grateful life, then this may be the channel for you. So what is gratitude all about? I would like to share a story with you. We are a private school, as you know, and of course, in order to run a private school and in order to offer all the services that we do and without having any financial support from any state and anywhere, our school costs money. And that means that it's not cheap. It costs money because we want also our facilitators to live from that. We want also to be free, and we want to offer an alternative to the traditional setting and to the traditional educational approach. And why am I telling you this? Because we always encounter different modalities, different ways of seeing the way that students need to pay and families need to pay for the school. And there are families who constantly say thank you for everything that we are doing. And by saying thank you, they pass this on also to their own children. And their own children then see the value of what they are allowed to do within a setting that allows them to live a free life, to undergo, an education that is based on their interests, on their essence, and on what they want to achieve in their lives. And while there are sometimes other families who question what we are doing by saying you cost so much and this is so extremely expensive, and this is what they pass on to their children then as well. And then it's the children, instead of seeing what we are doing, they see the costs. They see, we need to pay so much, and they can't really appreciate anymore the value of what we are doing. So what is gratitude all about? Gratitude, I use this example for a specific reason, to just understand or make ourselves reflect on what do we value in our lives. If I, for instance, go and buy an expensive car, then I'm, ready to pay that for the expensive car because I want exactly this car. Or if I decide to buy a nice dress of whatsoever brand, if I'm into that, then I would pay that without questioning that. And if I'm not into that, then I will pay it for, good food or whatsoever. And, it's about appreciating what I have in my life and what it's this kind of mindset, I see what there is and what opportunities there are. So why is gratitude so important then as a value, as a virtue? As the Roman philosopher actually said, gratitude is the key, the mother of virtues, of all other virtues and values. And I tend to agree with that, because if I'm grateful for all of my life, for everything, and all the different experiences within my life, then a new world opens up to myself. Instead of seeing the problems, which of course may be there, I see them as an opportunity to work with them. It's not always easy, of course, but if I look at even at a difficult situation, out of the perspective of, what can I learn from this? And I'm grateful. This is there for a specific reason, and I can learn from that. I can take a next step from that. And I'm now using, the example of a very important person of the 20th century, and that's Viktor Frankl. We all know that Viktor Frankl is the father of logotherapy, and he also underwent very difficult time during the Second World War. He was he was experiencing the concentration camps and didn't have any outlook at all. And yet, he kept looking for the meaning of this situation. And he said, if I find meaning in my situation, then I'm not always, of course, grateful for it, but I can see in the long run what that may entail. He wanted to keep staying alive, although he saw so many people around him dying. But he kept the spirit high even during those times, because he knew that he was there to learn this important lesson, to show people that there is a meaning in each and every situation and experience. And if we embrace that in a grateful way, even if it's hard, even if it's painful, then I will move forward and I will make the best out of it. And that's a second aspect that comes along with a gratitude mindset. It opens up, the understanding that there is a solution for everything, and that I'm not a victim, even if it seems to be. I may be a victim sometimes, it may feel like being a victim, but I can still make the decision and make a very conscious choice to seeing this as an opportunity to grow beyond this difficulty. And it allows me to then, bring into my life an abundance approach. I see whatever is out there. And that doesn't mean that I only see the positive things. I think that's very important. It's important to embrace and to say there are very, very, very tricky situations to be acknowledged, but they are there for me to see how can I solve them. And if I have such a mindset, and I do that on a regular basis, then the emotional stability of myself, of my child, grows and grows. And yes, how can I reach that? I can reach that certainly by showing my child that they come first and that they are embedded within a family that cares for them, that loves them in any situation, that stays at their side in any situation. So my children need to understand that they are there for a reason, and that I see this value as a parent. I see this value also as a facilitator, and I encourage them constantly to see it in themselves. And that allows for them to, appreciate who they are, to thankfully, gratefully appreciate their uniqueness, so that they are ready to take responsibility. And I think that's also important, that we show our children that they should take on responsibility, that they should be encouraged to become independent human beings by doing something, by making, the choice of not being lazy, but taking things in their hands, and by working for their goals and for their respective, dreams, if they have some dreams. So it's really also about me role modeling it, of course, and showing, if I were to get back to this example, that may trigger somebody that I used in the beginning, you know. I say, oh, you cost so much money, or the school costs so much money. If I put it on a different level, then first and foremost, my child would not would value what is offered there, would value, because a child values whatever I value as a parent, and then they would see what is different there and what allows them, you know, what kind of freedom they have through this. So it's really about showing them the way of appreciation. If they bring in every day, if I bring in every day a moment in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, of reflection, what am I grateful for now? I'm grateful for being healthy. I'm grateful for having the possibility of being in this class with these friends. I'm grateful for my school. I'm grateful that I can find ways to go to that school. I'm grateful for taking the next steps. I'm grateful for my cat. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the water that I'm drinking right now, because that is cleansing my body and also giving my body the water, that the liquid that it needs. And it's based then on constant conscious choices of using a language that is based on gratitude and appreciation, based on respect. And it shows also the children that there is, you know, if there is appreciation, and if I'm grateful for anything out there is, I can take action, I can take responsibility, I can outgrow. And like Viktor Frankl did, he put it into place. He became the founder of logotherapy. He did it, and he showed so many thousands and 10,000s and 100,000s of people that there is meaning in life. And if I find the meaning in life, then it's only based on, as Cicero said, you know, on the acknowledgement that gratitude is the mother of all virtues. And this is basically what we are doing at School Beyond Limitations as well. We are showing our students constantly and ourselves constantly that a life with gratitude is a life that is based on abundance, and it's a life that enriches myself. It's a life that allows me to see really opportunities, and that allows me to create something that may go beyond any imagination, because I just see what is possible, and I just see what other people also do. And I'm not complaining. I'm not going into the complaining mode. I'm going into the gratitude mode. And if I'm going into the gratitude mode, then, you know, something very magical happens. I'm not anymore in a modality of fear, because I feel surrounded by, you know, lots of abundance, and I start to see all the options that open up towards me. And that is also the foundation for a mindset that allows for children and students to see that they can become the creators of their own lives. And it really starts with small steps, as I mentioned before. Being grateful for my friends, being grateful for my family, being grateful for the little things in my life, being grateful for the weather. If it's raining, I'm grateful for the rain that's falling. If it's snowing, I'm grateful for the snow. I'm grateful for everything, because that allows me to connect with an energy that outcreates in any ways. So if you feel that this kind of mindset is the foundation of the rest, then you may consider School Beyond Limitations as the school for your daughter, for your son. And you will find the website in the description, and we will be looking forward to meeting you soon.
At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can, indeed, bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And as you know, sharing is caring.